$75,000 a year. That is the number. That is the salary that most people in this country would call comfortable. It is above the national median. It is the number your parents told you to aim for. It is the number that is supposed to mean you made it. And it is a lie. Because right now, there are millions of Americans earning $75,000 a year who cannot cover an unexpected $1,000 expense without borrowing money. According to Bankrate's 2025 Emergency Savings Survey, 56% of adults, including people earning well above the median, do not have enough savings to handle a single emergency. Not a job loss, not a medical crisis, a car repair, a broken furnace, $1,000. Something does not add up. And today, I am going to show you exactly where your $75,000 disappears. Dollar by dollar, line by line, until there is almost nothing left. And then I am going to show you what that leftover number actually means for your future. Let's start at the top. You earn $75,000 a year. That is $6,250 per month before anything happens to it. Before you touch it. Before you spend a cent. $6,250. Now let's run it through what I call the waterfall. Every single layer that takes a piece before you ever see it. The first thing that touches your salary is taxes. Federal income tax, state income tax, Social Security, Medicare. The government takes its cut before you ever see a paycheck. On $75,000, that comes out to roughly $21,500 per year. 29% gone. You have not bought a single thing yet, and your salary is already down to $53,500. Your actual monthly take-home is $4,459, not $6,250. Remember that number. Now let's keep going. Rent. The average rent for a one-bedroom apartment in the United States in 2025 is $1,533 per month, according to Zillow's rental market report. That is not New York City. That is not San Francisco. That is the national average. One bedroom. $4,459 minus $1,533. You are now at $2,926. Car payment. The average new car payment in America is $734 per month, according to Experian's 2025 Auto Finance Report. But let's be generous. Let's say you bought used. The average used car payment is $525 per month. We will use the lower number. $2,926 minus $525. You are now at $2,401. Groceries. The USDA's moderate food plan for a single adult averages $390 per month. $2,401 minus $390. You are at $2,011. Now add in everything else that a normal life requires. Car insurance, health insurance, utilities, your phone, gas, internet, a haircut once a month, toothpaste. A dinner with friends once a week. Not fancy, just normal. All of it together comes to roughly $1,122 per month. And that is being conservative. That brings you down to $889. You have not bought a single luxury. You have not gone on vacation. You have not bought new clothes. You are just alive. Student loans. The average monthly payment for borrowers in repayment is $362 according to the Education Data Initiative. $889 minus $362. You are at $527. Now add subscriptions. Netflix, Spotify, gym, cloud storage. The average American spends $219 per month on subscriptions according to C+R research. And before you say, just cancel them, we will get to why that advice is almost useless in a minute. $527 minus $219. You are at $127. $127. That is what is left. That is the money available from a $75,000 salary after paying for a completely average, non-luxurious American life. No vacations, no designer clothes, no fancy car, just rent, food, transportation, insurance, and the student loans you took out to get the job that pays you $75,000. $127 per month. I call this the $127 problem. And most people never do this math. They earn $75,000 and they feel like something is wrong with them. They think they are bad with money. They think they are irresponsible. They look at their bank account at the end of the month and wonder where it all went. And the answer is, it went exactly where it was supposed to go. It went to the system that was designed to take it. Let me introduce you to someone. His name is Daniel. Daniel is 31. He graduated from a state university with $38,000 in student debt. He got a job in logistics management making $72,000. 3 years in, he got promoted. Now he earns $76,000. He lives in a one-bedroom apartment in Charlotte, North Carolina. He drives a 2021 Honda Civic that he financed. He has a gym membership he actually uses. He does not take vacations. He does not own luxury anything. He checks his savings account every Sunday night, and the number barely moves. Daniel is not bad with money. Daniel is living inside the $127 problem, and he doesn't even know it has a name. Now here is where the math gets cruel. If Daniel invests that $127 per month in a total market index fund, earning a historical average of 7% per year, from age 31 to age 65, that is 34 years, he will end up with approximately $198,000. That sounds like a lot until you realize that Fidelity's retirement guideline says you need roughly 10 times your final salary saved by 65. For someone earning $75,000, that target is $750,000 at a minimum. Some advisors say $1 million. Daniel's $127 per month gets him to $198,000. He needs $750,000. He is short $552,000. And he is doing everything right. He is not buying boats. He is not gambling. He is living a perfectly average life on a salary that society told him was good enough. This is the lie. The lie is not that $75,000 is a bad salary. The lie is that a good salary automatically creates a good financial outcome. It doesn't, because the system between the salary and the outcome, the taxes, the rent, the insurance, the debt, eats everything before wealth can even start to build. Now let me show you something that makes this worse. Every single expense in that waterfall has a compound opportunity cost. That means every dollar you spend today has a future value that you permanently lose. Daniel's car payment is $525 per month. Over 34 years at 7%, that $525 per month would have become $867,000 in retirement savings. He is not spending $525 a month on a car. He is spending $867,000 of his future on a car, and every other expense in that waterfall works the same way. His subscriptions, his dining, his phone bill, each one has a six-figure compound cost attached to it that never shows up on any receipt. When you add all of these compound opportunity costs together, Daniel's perfectly average lifestyle is consuming over $3.2 million in potential retirement wealth across his working life. He will never see that money. It does not show up on any bill. There is no line item that says, future wealth destroyed this month. But it is happening every single pay cycle. And this is why a $75,000 salary keeps you broke. It is not because the salary is too small. It is because the gap between what you earn and what you need to invest is eaten alive by the cost of simply existing. The $127 that survives the waterfall is not enough to close the gap. And every year that passes with only $127 going to work for you, the compound math falls further behind. So what breaks the cycle? There are really only three levers. The first is increasing the income above the waterfall line, not by $5,000 or $10,000, but enough that the leftover number after all obligations jumps from $127 to $500 or more. According to the math, $500 per month at 7% over 34 years becomes $780,000. That clears the fidelity target. The gap between $127 and $500, the $373 difference, is the entire difference between retiring at 65 and working into your 70s. The second lever is reducing the waterfall itself, and this is where most financial advice fails. People tell you to cancel Netflix. Netflix is $15 a month. That moves your $127 to $142. It is meaningless. The real levers inside the waterfall are the big three: housing, transportation, and debt. If Daniel had a roommate and split his $1,533 rent in half, that single decision moves his leftover from $127 to $893 per month. That changes everything. If he also drove a paid-off car instead of financing, those two decisions alone take his investable money from $127 to over $1,400 per month. Same salary, same city, same job, completely different financial future. The third lever is time, and this is the one that connects directly to the dead decade. Every year you spend inside the $127 problem without fixing it, the compound math punishes you exponentially. Starting at 31 with $500 a month gets you $780,000 by 65. Starting at 41 with $500 a month gets you $340,000. That 10-year delay costs $440,000 from the exact same contribution. The waterfall doesn't just take your money, it takes your time. And time is the one thing compound interest needs to work. Daniel is 31. He still has time. But he doesn't know that his salary is lying to him. He doesn't know that $75,000 minus a normal life equals $127. He doesn't know that $127 per month across an entire career ends in a retirement shortfall of more than $500,000. Nobody showed him the waterfall. Nobody told him that the number on his offer letter and the number that actually builds his future are two completely different things. Now you know. You have seen every layer. You have seen what gets taken and exactly how much is left. And you know the three levers that can break the cycle. The question is not whether you earn a good salary. The question is what survives after the waterfall, and whether that number is enough to buy your freedom. For most people earning $75,000, the honest answer right now is no. But the math also shows that it does not take a miracle to fix it. It takes 2 or 3 structural changes and the awareness that nobody else is going to do this math for you. Your salary is not your wealth. Your salary is the raw material. What you build with what's left, that is your wealth. And the first step is knowing exactly how much is actually left. For Daniel, today, that number is $127. The only question is what he does next.